they just can't get enough. This series has not only been really good, but there's been plenty of it. An NBA record 3 overtime games in the first 5 games. It's been so entertaining. Only the Celtics wanted it to end. The defending champions up 3 games to 2, trying to close it out on the road in the house that MJ built. Rajon Rondo not suspended for that hard foul in Game 5 on Brad Miller. Rondo and Kirk Heinrich would get into it. This is Game 5. Heinrich in transition gets tripped by Rondo. Heinrich hits his head on the floor. Heinrich with these stitches above his right eye. Lots of talk about the foul on Miller, but pretty good foul on Heinrich there as well. Back to Game 6, late first quarter. Rondo and Heinrich, they get tangled up into the scoreless. They will have to be separated by the officials. Heinrich really upset. Take another look at it to find out what happened. Rondo grabs Heinrich's arm, pulls him into the score table, and Heinrich comes back at Rondo. Officials separated the two. Heinrich got a technical foul. Rondo received a play with 1, which means he's not ejected from the game. Cooler heads prevailed, and Ray Allen got hot off the screen. 3 ball, money, 5 for 7 from 3-point range in the first half. Then Allen, as the shot clock expires. Then Allen, how about 3 more? Yes, sir. Allen, 29 points in the first half. The rest of the Celtics team scored just 28. Celtics down 2 at the break. We go to the fourth quarter. That's where the fun really began. Celtics down 9, and they made a run. Allen, 18 of 32 from the floor. Glenn Davis hits the turnaround as the shot clock expires. Paul Pierce into the act. And then Pierce for 3. Got that, an 18-0 run for Boston. They were down by 10. Now they lead by 8. Over a minute to go. Bulls down 5 now. Brad Miller, wide open 3. He's got that kind of range. 8 for 9 from the floor for him. 23 points. Bulls down 2. After a Celtics miss, Bulls with the ball. Miller right down the lane. No foul this time. Look at it. Rondo had a chance, but not this time. Rondo backs off. Miller lays it in. Game tied at 101. A short possession for the Celtics. 10 seconds to go. Pierce, step back jumper from his spot, but it doesn't go. Hit 2 of those in critical situations in Game 5, but not this time. Ensuing Bulls possession. Ben Gordon, guarded by Pierce. The jumper, no. And they're going to overtime. Of course they are. Under a minute to go in overtime, tied at 107. Big baby. 23 points for him, 10 for 18 from the floor. Celtics up 2. But here comes John Salmons. How big has he been for Chicago? 35 for him. Game tied at 109. Ensuing possession, Pierce. With Salmons and Rose helping out. No good. They go to a second overtime. Really? Really? Why wouldn't they? 2 minutes to go in double overtime. Bulls up 1. Salmons, mid-season pickup from Sacramento. The Andres Nocioni trade puts the Bulls up by 3. Gordon fouled out, so great offensive option to have him. And Ray Allen, unbelievable. That's a 2-pointer. Doc Rivers wanted 3, but look at it. Allen's left foot barely touches the line, and the officials got the call right. Joakim Noah all over Allen, but he knocks it down. Celtics down by 1. Allen, 3 more. Heinrich doing all he can. Doesn't matter. Game tied at 118. Triple overtime. 7th overtime period of this series. That's an NBA playoff record. In the third OT, Celtics down 2. Allen off a screen. 2 more. 51 points for him. A postseason career high. 123 apiece. 45 seconds to go. Still tied. Pierce. Ripped by Noah. And he puts it down. Plus the foul on Pierce. Just 9 points for Noah. But those were some of the biggest of the game. And Noah knew it. That's Pierce's 6th foul. He's out. Noah hits the free throw to put the Bulls up 3. Then Heinrich misses the inbound and gets the inbound pass and misses the wide open layup. He can't believe it. Chicago could have put it away. Celtics hit the ball. Now down 1. Rondo in the lane. His shot blocked by Derrick Rose. The rookie of the year makes one of the defensive plays of the year for the Bulls. Clean block. You see him get the shot. Rondo 4 for 17. He had just 8 points in the game. After Rose misses a free throw, he misses a second one. Rondo going the other way. No. Finally it ends, but the series continues thanks to Salmons and Rose and Miller and Gordon and Noah. The Bulls hang on to win Game 6, 128-127 in triple overtime. Ray Allen with a heroic performance. Again, Pierce fouled out. No Kevin Garnett. He does all he could. But Game 7 is Saturday in Boston. Remember, Boston had a rough time in the first round last year, and once again, it's a 7-game series for them.
With these these overtimes and guys making the shots they're making, the plays they're making, and just so happy and so pleased with our guys to just fight through it, make plays when we had to, get some stops, get some rebounds, but just believing, just committing to each other, trusting each other, and finding a way.
They're all millionaires already, but imagine if they got paid by the hour. We've had a record 4 overtime games and a record 7 overtime periods in this series so far. In those 4 overtime games, we've had 61 ties, 88 lead change. An astonishing number for a series that is fittingly going to a 7th game, but Doc Rivers said that never should have happened.
We just stopped playing. We saw that score, and we had a chance to close it out, and it just looked like we just stopped playing. And, that's okay. Give them credit. They made a lot of big shots.
All the shots I missed where I had pretty good looks and they didn't drop for me. So, that's when you're on the losing end, you just think about all the bad opportunities, the great opportunities we had to win, but, all the bad plays that we made. And it's reminiscent of games in this series past where, we couldn't close them out.
Allen, the Celtics were their hands full in Game 7. The Bulls enjoying crunch time, having won 3 of the 4 overtime games in this series. So if it goes to overtime, and why wouldn't it in Game 7? Advantage Chicago. ESPNChicago.com full coverage of this series. Mike Yam and Jalen Rose, they got it covered too.
On the fast break set, along with Jalen Rose, Mike Yam with you, an incredible game number 6 between the Celtics and Bulls. This series is even at 3 games apiece. Chicago with a triple overtime victory. Jalen, have you seen not only a game like this in the first round, but a first-round series like this?
I'm going to have to Google it because I don't remember. I mean, exciting, phenomenal, fantastic, all of the adjectives that go with something that's just so huge and great fits this game. It makes NBA fans across the country thirst for more. Tremendous game.
Well, when you look at this game number 6 here, how did the Bulls pull it off?
Well, they pulled it off just by outlasting the other team, really. It seemed like the last team with the basketball was going to win the game. But key plays down the stretch, big-time block by Derrick Rose at the end kind of sealed it. But it was so many big-time plays in this game, you cannot point to just one and even try to overanalyze this one.
Well, as we look to game number 7 here, what's going to be the key for Boston as well as Chicago?
The key for the Boston, and I think the thing that's going to swing it in their favor is home court advantage. They're going to be playing in front of their fans. They understand the magnitude of the situation, being defending world champions. And when you're a young Chicago Bulls team, unfortunately, the celebration for them and their fans, it happens tonight. You go out to dinner, everybody tells you how great you played, how great the game was, how great of a series it's been. But it's not over yet. And the Celtics understand that. Don't be surprised if it's a 10-point at least margin come Saturday.
You mentioned home court advantage. Boston has a game 7 Saturday night. It's going to be huge. Guys,